Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Moyna Bass Fishers. I am Jim Moyna, professional bass fisherman. In this video, we're going to talk about day 4 of practice here at the 2024 Bassmaster Open Tournament on Lake Eufaula in Oklahoma. All right, so today was somewhat of an adventure. I just decided I want to fish another part of the lake. So it's a part of the lake I haven't been to, so I went there, and it was an adventure getting there. I really didn't know where the boat landings were, so I looked up on my Google Maps as to where the boat landings are. And the first one I went to was basically like a dirt ramp, really flat, probably going to get stuck. So I couldn't use it. That was called Juniper Point. It was the name of that one. Really kind of remote facility. It's a camping facility. Nobody was there. It was a campground, not a soul in sight. When I rolled up to the gate, there's a little toll booth or whatever right there, and there was a camper right next to it. I'm assuming that was the campground host. So I pulled up, shut off the engine, and this dog comes out and barking at me. So I know whoever runs the place, and on the door it said open, but it was locked. Nobody was in there. And it's probably like about 8:30 in the morning. So anyways, so I'm wondering, I still don't know if there's even a ramp at this place. All right. And it says I got to pay $5, put $5 in an envelope, write my license plate number on it. So that's what I do. I'm like, but I contemplated, like, really, should I do this? Because I may not even launch here, because I don't know if there's a launch, because online it doesn't really talk about whether there's a boat launcher there, but on the little toll booth, there's something about happy boating and this and that. So I'm like, okay, there's probably a boat launch. So I put $5 in the envelope, throw it into the safety vault, and then head into the park. And sure enough, about a mile in, there's a little sign that says boat launch, and points to the right. So I take that, and there it was, the flat dirt ramp, which with nobody around, so I ain't getting stuck. No way, no how. So now I Google map another boat ramp. It's called Elm Point, and that's about another 25 minutes to get over that one. And that was a decent ramp. It was an Army Corps ramp, so a decent ramp there. I was able to put in, and by the time I made my first cast, it was like 9:10 in the morning. So that much time had gone by, because it took like 45 minutes at least to drive to the first ramp, and then it was like another 26 minutes to get to the other one. Plus, I probably woke up at about 6. By the time I ate and got everything ready to go and drove, that's what time it was. It seems like time flies, that's for sure. So anyways, about 5 casts into my fishing, I catch a fish. So I'm like, oh man, I picked the right spot here. That's my only keeper all day. One fish, 5 casts into it, my only keeper all day. I caught one other bass all day, and that one was, it has to be 14 inches. It was over 13, but not 14, because I actually measured that one. It was 13 3/4. So one keeper, one non-keeper all day. So it was kind of disappointing. Eliminated some water, I guess. And that's the thing about Lake Eufaula here. There's a lot of dead water out here, and I guess I picked some of it today, I guess. There's got to be, if you're in a good area, you at least would catch some little ones, and I didn't even do that. It was just brutal, discouraging fishing. But it was a beautiful day. Oh, and then there are some wicked hazards out here. Okay, I mean, there's stuff out here that's going to take your lower unit off, and they're right in the boating lanes, and I don't know how they're not marked. I mean, I found the first one I was just fishing along, and lo and behold, I'm like looking at my active target. I'm like, well, what is that ahead of me? Well, it was some kind of structure, but it was literally like part of it was this far under the water. And I tell you what, it was in a place where somebody could easily run into it. Then I found another one later in the day. It looked like a similar type of structure, and it was literally almost right in the boat lane practically. I mean, there are not marked boat lanes out here, but really it was like right before you go under this bridge. And I mean, it's right out in front of this bridge. I don't know how people don't freaking smack this thing. I don't know how they don't mark it. I mean, it wasn't dead center in front of the bridge, but if you're coming from, if here's the bridge, and if you're kind of coming, down the shoreline like this and curve in towards the bridge, you're going to hit it. And it's like concrete or something, because I ran my trolling motor up on it gently, but it was solid. So that's 3 hazards I know out here that are not marked. The other one I found a month ago, and I'm luckily I haven't hit nothing. I mean, especially these 2 today. I mean, I don't know how. There's got to be people whacking them things all the time. And there's no marker buoy on it. Nothing that says danger, nothing. Just too bad, I guess, if you hit it. I don't know. So, anyhow, that is my fishing for today. But it was a gorgeous day. It was windy, but it was a gorgeous day. And you know what I like about this lake? There's so little shoreline development. I mean, very little. I did catch one other non-keeper. It was a spotted bass, and it had already been caught. It had a hook mark in it. And that one, I didn't measure that one, but I'm guessing it was under 14. It was certainly over 13, probably under 14. But anyhow, back to where I was. What I really like about this lake is there's hardly any shoreline development. In certain areas there is, but there's vast miles of shoreline out here with very little shoreline development, and that's lovely, man. I love that. I mean, who cares if the fishing's tough? You can kind of just get away and be alone and be just on your own, and it was a lot. I mean, I didn't see that many boats of any kind. I saw a few, but not many, and that's that's a whole nother experience altogether. I'm not here for that type of experience. I'm here for a tournament experience, which is a lot different than a getaway experience. But anyways, this is a lake where you can just get away and get lost. It's very cool that way. So, all right. The other thing, and that just kind of added it, fed into everything. I don't know. I got when I pulled the boat out of the water, I was just kind of done for the day. Usually, most of the time, I want to stay as long as I can. But today, in fact, the last 45 minutes, I kept telling myself, I might as well just pull the boat out. I kept telling myself that. And then I ended up pulling the boat out about half hour earlier than what I normally do. And then leaving the ramp, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. And then I started getting like this feeling of loneliness overcame me, and I started feeling sad and for myself because I'm all by myself, and that's kind of the lifestyle here. Is you're alone a lot, and so this loneliness kind of overcame me, and so I started. So I like to. So I turned the radio on my truck. I had no cell service where I was at the moment. Otherwise, I would have played something off my music playlist. But so I turned the radio on, and a really cool song came on, and it was a country song. And I'm like, how I really wanted to add this onto my country playlist. So I'm hoping, I don't recognize it. I'm not picking up on any obvious song title. And then the song ends. And then the DJ comes on and he actually says the name of the artist and the song. So that was a good stroke of luck right there. So I have now added that musician. His name is Zach Bryan, and I've been listening to Zach Bryan now this evening for about an hour and a half. So all different songs. I just pulled them up, and it's just playing one song of his after another, and they've all been enjoyable songs. And I was really digging the Zach Bryan vibe tonight. I don't listen to a lot of newer country, but I'm assuming he's newer country, but he doesn't. I don't know. He's a little bit different. He's got a little bit different sound. But anyways, you're not here for the music. You're here for the fishing. I gave you the fishing report. Tomorrow is our last day. We got to be off the water at noon. So tomorrow, what do I do tomorrow? I'll probably go in this. Probably go check some water near. Probably look for some new water near where I found some fish yesterday. Yesterday I had 4 keepers, so maybe I might go looking around in that part of the lake, see if I can't find more places to possibly catch a fish. But it's been a tough week, it's been a tough practice so far. Something's got to change, man. I don't know how everybody else is doing, but I mean, last year they had a tournament here last year about this time, and there was a lot of good catches. So I better get my butt together and figure something out here to start putting more fish in the boat. All right, well, that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to end this video and go to sleep. I'm tired. All right. That's it. Over and out.